Hi everyone. So sorry that I'm kind of a hot mess right now. I'm having a horrible skin day and I just got home and my room is like a million degrees. So my hair is all crazy because I needed to get it out of my neck and face and stuff. So not looking my best right now. However, I finally have a video that I promised, which was my favorite blushes. So I'm gonna be honest and tell you right now that blush is pretty much my favorite thing in makeup ever. I will never go out the door without wearing blush. Blush and mascara. I think those are my two, like, I have to have those or I look like a dead person. So unfortunately, that means that I couldn't really narrow this down to like my top 5 blushes. So I have like a crap ton here in front of me that I narrowed down from, like, I don't know, the 120 blushes that I own. No, that's too many blushes, but I own a lot of blushes and I do a really good job of rotating through so that I feel like I'm using all of my stuff. I'll go through and like look at everything and I'll be like, oh, I forgot about this one, and I'll try to put it somewhere so that I know that know to use it again. So I just picked a couple of my favorites from different brands, and hopefully this will give you an idea. I feel like people of olive skin feel like they have a hard time finding a blush that fits them, when really what it is, as long as it's not extremely blue toned, you can wear it. I feel like olive skin is very lucky that way, where it's like you can wear the really neutral stuff, you can wear the really kind of like orangey, kind of yellow toned stuff as well. Sometimes you feel like it's just going to be too light for you, and then you realize, oh, this is actually really nice once you try it. So I think that's the bit of advice I want to give to everyone that maybe is olive skinned like me and feels like, oh, I just don't know what kind of blushes to wear. Like, what colors am I looking for? Just try stuff on. Like, that's how I learned that I could wear a vast array of different blushes, that I didn't necessarily have to stick to the colors that are like bronzy or orangey or anything like that. Olive skin has the ability of wearing a lot of different colors, and I'm gonna be honest, I actually own some very blue toned pink blushes that make me look like a doll, but sometimes I'm going for that look, so it's really, makeup is supposed to be fun. So just, if you're a little nervous about a color that you've picked out, maybe ask someone for their opinion, like, hey, how does this blush look on me? Did I, go a little too crazy? Getting an opinion is always okay, but just know that for the most part, there's no rules, And so I'll just show you some of my favorite blushes. I'll start off with Urban Decay. This is a cream blush. This one is called Crush. And I did like a little swatch and review on my blog about this a couple months ago. And it's a very creamy blush, and when you look at it, you're probably going to be like, Liz, you do not wear that on your face. I do. It's not as scary as you think it is. And here you go. That's the swatch right there. So it's not incredibly opaque. You can build it up if you want. But this is a really great summer blush for me because it's very natural, and it's a cream blush, which is always great for summer as well. And I just feel like it's one of those things where you look at it in the pan and you think, oh my god, I can't wear that. Yes, you can, because I do. So it might look a little crazy, but it's not. And I'm going to build this up so you can really see what a punch this can pack. I love fun fuchsia colors for spring, summer, and fall, because I feel like in fall you can get as crazy as you want with your colors. You can go dark, you can go bright, it doesn't matter. So that's Crush by Urban Decay, and that just gives you an idea, like, hey, that's something that looks scary in the pan, but when I try it on, it actually gives me a really great like a pink berry blush, and and I look flushed and healthy, and it's not a scary color. So next I'm going to move on to Tarte. This one is actually called Flush. And it reminds me a lot of Crush, whereas this is a little more purple. Crush is a little more pink. So I'm going to do a heavy swatch of this. You can see that right there. But obviously I wouldn't wear it that way. So I'm going to blend it out a little bit. So it still looks a little crazy right there because Tarte blushes are long-lasting and incredibly opaque. So little goes a long way. But this is like a really good kind of like winter blush for me. When I feel like I lose a lot of color on my face, and it kind of gives me that kind of like Snow White, kind of like just came in from the snow kind of look. One of my other favorites from Tarte is called Blissful, and this is a really great spring and summer blush. I love this blush a lot, but then again, this is in that color family that always draws me in, which is kind of like orangey corals. So that's Blissful right there. And again, you can build it up if you want. You can go as crazy as you want. So that's Blissful. And again, this is like a really great kind of color for spring and summer. That's when I'd wear it the most. The last one from Tarte is called Expose. When you look at it in the pan, you're just like, that is a brown blush. Why would I want that? But you have to swatch it. It's, and that's what I mean by just try things, because sometimes you look at something and you think, that's not attractive, or I can't wear that, that's not a good color for me. When I'm having one of those days when I want to wear makeup, but I don't want to look like I'm wearing makeup, and I want like a very kind of like neutrally blush, or I need a neutral blush because I did something crazy on my face and I need to just, you know, keep everything else kind of even. That's what Exposed is good for. And it's a really great kind of like neutrally, I mean, it doesn't look it in the pan, but it has a little bit of a pink undertone to it. So that it's not just like brown. It's like it's kind of like a mauvey pink brown is the best way to put it. I'll try to build up that color a little more. And there you go. So see how that's not just brown? It definitely just adds a little bit of color, gives you a little bit of just something on your face so you don't look like you're just flat, or if you just put foundation on. But it's not overpowering and it doesn't scream to anyone, look at me, I'm wearing blush. So that's a really great color for olive skin. Moving on to Illamasqua, it was really hard to just pick two. But one of my favorites is called Hussy. And this is one that I actually shied away from for a very long time because I would see it in the pan and I just thought, I can't pull this off. This is not a color that NC35 Skin can wear. And one day I was at Sephora and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna try it on. So that's what I did, and I fell in love with it. It's a very good spring summer blush, and I think I actually did a video for Hussy already where I'm wearing it with MAC's Korean Candy. This is what Hussy looks like. And it's just a beautiful kind of like pink flush. It looks very natural. It's very pigmented, so you can go and build it up like crazy if you want, but it can look very natural as well. So Hussy's a really great color that, again, I thought I couldn't pull off, and I can. You know, it's a beautiful color. The second one from Illamasqua that I like is called Excite. So again, this looks like a crazy color in the pan. And Illamasqua colors are pigmented, so you do have to be careful. I mean, you don't want to go crazy when you put it on, but I was really excited when I excited when I realized I could wear this color, because if you don't go too crazy, it just gives you like, it's good for summer. It gives you a really kind of like a fun blush that you can wear with like a fun lip color, and it's just, I don't know, I really like it. So this is Excite. It looks very orange, but of course you're gonna sheer it out when you're wearing it on your cheeks, and it's just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful on olive skin, and I would totally recommend it, because it looks scary here, but you're the one controlling how much goes on your face. So if you want to go light on this, you can, and it'll look natural. You won't look like a clown, I promise. You just have to control how much you're putting on your face. So next I'm going to move on to MAC. One of my favorites, and this is one of my favorites for fall winter, this one's called Plum Foolery, and it's one of their sheer tones, yeah. So Plum Foolery is, has a little bit of a sheen to it. I wouldn't say it has glitter in it though. And it's just kind of a nice, soft, kind of plummy color, but you can see that sheen right there. And I'm going to build it up a little more so you can see more of the color. It's kind of like almost like a red toned kind of plum. And I love that for like the colder months. It's just like a good color for that. The next one is Peaches. Peaches was actually my very first MAC blush, and it was love at first sight. I love it for spring and summer. Though honestly, I think Peaches is just one of those colors you can wear year round, just like the next one I'll tell you about. But it's definitely more of a spring, summer kind of color. All right, I'm running out of places to put these. All right, so, all right. And that's Peaches right there. I love Peaches. It's one of my go-to colors. So it's always like at, you know, arm's reach at my counter, because sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what blush to wear. And Peaches is just one of the ones that I keep around, just like a default kind of blush. My other default blush, and one that I'm almost running out of, this is like my third one now. You can see the dome is totally gone. This is Warm Soul. And Warm Soul, like if you said, Liz, if you were going on a desert island and you could only bring one blush, what would it be? It would be Warm Soul. I can wear this every day with every look all year round, and it's super flattering on olive skin as well. I did a post on this blush on my blog as well, so if you really wanted to go see like some more in-depth stuff and go take a look at some pictures, you can do that. But Warm Soul, it doesn't look like much in the pan, I won't lie. Like, you look at it and you're like, well, that's nice, right? But no, it's so pretty, guys. It's complex. It's got a little bit of a shimmer, like the tiniest small amount of flecks of glitter, but not overpowering. It doesn't make you look like a glitter bomb. It's just, and it looks peachy once you put it on the skin. And it's soft, and it's a little bit neutral, and it's just perfect for olive skin. It's just made for people with olive skin, and I just think it's the most beautiful color ever. It's got like a little bit of sheen and this like peachy kind of like neutral brown color. It's gorgeous. I think if they ever discontinued this color, I would go buy 5 million of these. It's just so pretty. And let's say that you're a person that's afraid of blush because you don't want to overdo it, you don't want to look like a clown, you don't want people to be like, you're wearing blush, you know, like, this is it. Actually, I'm wearing it today. I wear it most days, to be honest. I try to keep a good rotation, but Warm Soul is just my go-to. And I love this color. I highly recommend it, especially if you're just starting out and you just want something to kind of like introduce you to blush and get used to wearing it. This is a great color, Warm Soul, and it's part of the permanent collection. All three of the MAC blushes I just showed you are. I'm running out of hand space here, guys. All right, might have to start doing the other hand. All right, so moving on to NARS. Everyone talks about NARS Orgasm. NARS Orgasm is great. My favorite, though, for olive skin is Deep Throat. I put a dent in there because one day I tried to open it too fast and my finger just went so that's what that dent is right there. But Deep Throat, I think, is very similar to Orgasm, but different in a way that makes it more flattering on olive skin than Orgasm usually is, I think. So I'm going to swatch this, but again, I'm going to do it on the other hand now. See how this goes. I'm not ambidextrous, guys, so Don't judge me. All right. So this is Deep Throat right here. So Deep Throat has a little bit of a sheen to it. I wouldn't say that it has glitter flecks like Orgasm does, but it's like pinky, and it's just a very pretty little flush of color. Yeah, I mean that it's got like maybe the slightest hint of peachiness, but it's mostly just kind of like a nice pink color. But I find it to be really flattering on olive skin, so that's another one to consider. I feel like a lot of people that I meet with olive skin necessarily don't like Orgasm for one reason or another. I always recommend checking this out because of that, because it's similar, but in a way that it is just, it looks better on olive skin for some reason. Okay, so now I've got my little Etsy Another Soul palette, and in here I've got a couple of like NARS blushes. So the ones I want to talk about are Amore, which is this one right here, and Dolce Vita. So Amore is a really, really great spring summer blush, and Dolce Vita is a really great fall winter blush. And these are just my opinions. You can wear these kinds of blushes whenever you want. Yeah, this is just how I do it. So this is Amore, and it's got a little bit of a berryness to it. It's I would say it's like a dusty rose color. I apologize, my hand's so dry right now. So it's kind of like a really pretty kind of dusty rose color. And you know, now that I'm looking at the swatch, you could wear this year round if you wanted to. It's definitely not, you know, does it need to be put away during, you know, the months that you think you can't wear it. This is Dolce Vita, and that's a heavy swatch right there. Try to shear it out. And it's one of those blushes where you want to take a light hand with it because it's very pigmented and it can go very brown on your skin. But when done correctly, it gives a very nice kind of like darker dusty rose color on your cheeks. In case you guys are wondering what the other ones are, this is Lovejoy, Gina, and Gilda right there. Again, so Dolce Vita and Amore. So those are the two that I just spoke about. And that's everything. So those are all the blushes that I think I can highly recommend, that I think I get the most use out of. And I really wanted to give like an array of brands. I won't lie, I don't have any drugstore blushes. I've never had any good experiences with them. Like, I love drugstore foundations, mascaras, eyeliners, sometimes eyeshadows, nail polishes. Awesome. I've never been able to find a blush that I like from a drugstore, which is why I didn't feature one here. So I apologize for that if anyone's disappointed. But you know, if you guys have any drugstore recommendations for blushes that I should check out, let me know, because I feel like I've been on the hunt and I haven't been able to find anything. I've tried like the Maybelline Fit Me blushes and they just didn't cut it, and I've tried others as well and I haven't been very happy. So that's everything. And so let me know if you guys have any questions. Go ahead and leave any comments. I'm sorry that this video is so long, but hopefully it'll be helpful to someone. And you know, subscribe and share, and you know, to everyone who's subscribed already, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. It's so great to know that people like watching the videos. So I will have to see you guys next time.